Hi guys, and welcome to your weekly general reading. The way I like to do my readings is through my angel card deck. I find I have a deep connection with these cards and their messages really resonate with me. And also I use a life purpose deck. The life purpose deck cards are dedicated to your calling, what you came here to do. And as our life purpose is a journey that lasts our lifetime, I find these cards are very important little reminders for us on how we are serving that purpose. In my spread, I use 3 angel cards and they will take us throughout the week. And I also use the bottom card of the angel deck as I find this card really hits the message home in the reading. I take 1 card from the life purpose deck. This card's message is what your life purpose needs from you for this week in order to serve it and manifest it. I also use the bottom card of the life purpose deck too as it solidifies the message. And just a reminder that this is a general reading, so it could mean anything to you. Whatever resonates with you personally is the message you need to hear this week. With that said, welcome to this week's reading. Hi guys, and welcome to your weekly general reading. So this reading is from July 30th to August 5th, so for the rest of July and start of August. So I'll introduce the cards. 7 of Fire, Major Arcana, the Sun, another Major Arcana, Ego, and the Life Purpose card this week is Healer, which I think is very prevalent at the moment. So starting with 7 of Fire, so this card's really saying here with what you've built so far, what you're doing with yourself is you need to stand up for yourself, and this is to do with becoming the leader. As we've had that in the past couple months in our readings, there's been a transition within ourselves from the worker to the leader. So instead of following others and helping others realize their dreams, you're realizing your own. And here it's just saying, remember to stand up for yourself and stand up for your beliefs. But also in regards to that, you need to learn when to pick your battles. So it doesn't mean you argue with everything everybody says, and doesn't mean you're always right, because you do need to listen to people around you. But it's just saying here is, there are certain ways with what you're building is like the intention of it, what you want to do with it. It's the ground that you're building it on, and it's your babies, your belief. That is what you need to stick to. So just remember to stand up for yourself, but also remember to pick your battles. And with 19, the Sun card, so this is a very happy card. This is just like something that's happened with you is you're very joyful about. There's been a success in your world, either in your inner world or your outer world. And it's saying here, now is a time where you've got so many ideas coming in, like you're getting messages in your dreams and all that kind of thing, messages everywhere. There's synchronicity around you, and it's just now is a time, it's a very fertile time to sprout your ideas. It's like, you're planting the seeds, but now is a time to, make the ideas come into your reality. They're not just in your thoughts anymore, they're in your external world. So now's a time to really hone down into that and start really building upon it. So if you have I know we're all working on something at the moment, whether it's in ourselves or an external world, but now it feels like it's time to show it. It's time to show what you're doing, but there has been a success here too, but it's also a very fertile time. I don't know why that's coming in your head, but it's a very fertile time. And with the Ego card here I think it's what's saying here is because since we're having the success now, I think some of us are really, I feel like some of us are becoming a bit materialistic about it. We're getting a little bit too materialistic, and it's getting when you're very materialistic and you're focusing on the goods of the world in that way, and it's almost like you're buying all the things, you finally got a bit of money and now you're spending it. And I think here is the warning here is not to get caught up in that, because when we become materialistic, it disconnects from our spiritual self as we're focused on our external world rather than what's going on in here, and we disconnect from it. So what they're saying here is a reminder for you is balance. Really big on balance, because you're getting a bit of success in your world right now, and there's a lot of good stuff happening with you. It's fertile time, there's ideas and all that coming in, but remember to keep the balance and not get caught up in just the material goods in the world. It's just because you can buy a really, really expensive car, do you need the car? And also to give back, because when you start to get a lot, you need to, it's an energy exchange with the world. So if you're just taking, it will get taken off you. As when you become greedy like that, you get negative energy around you and you're not at that frequency, that level that you need to be at to manifest more, you get it taken away from you. And it's also to do with if you're grateful, if you appreciate it, and all that kind of thing too. So it's really here is, I think there's a little tinge. It's just, it's not like you're fully going into it. It's not like you're fully into like ego mode and I'm just going to take, I'm the, the leader, this is my business. I can do what I want. I got money. I'm going to spend it. No, it's not about that. That all that money isn't actually for you. That money is there to give back. The reason why you've got that is because, you've worked hard, you've done all that, and you've been where these other people are. That's the thing. You always got to remember where you came from, because, if you've built up, if you're an entrepreneur and you're building up from that, and, you've got your success and your world, you've got everything you want, at the top there, it's just like, okay, since you've given me this, since you've given me what I want, now I'm going to give back. I'm going to create a charity. Or because I find a lot of people who are in charities and all that kind of stuff and they start their own, generally what they gravitate towards to is something that they've been affected in their life or affected a family member. So say, for example, you've had a family member that's actually undergone depression or something like that, you might want to work with Beyond Blue or something like that. So think about in your world right now, because this is only a tinge. This is not you're going fully into this, you're going fully materialistic and it's just like you've just 100% you're in it and you just taking. No, this is just a little warning here, is to keep the balance between the spiritual and the material world. It's an exchange. As much as you feed your outer world, you've got to feed your inner world. So with this, also, I'm just jumping here to the healer card. I feel like to do with this healing, too, with life purpose, I think the reason why they've got this card here is because we've had a really big wake up call, and it's there's been something that's happened in our lives that's made us go within. We still need to go within. There's still a bit of inner work to do with this. But it's there's a healing time period around with us, and I feel like it's to do with this balancing as well. So with this healing card, it's telling you to go within, not focus on your external, focus on your internal, find the balance between the two. You're having some success, which is really, really great for you. But remember to keep this balance. Don't get focused on... It's also with, if you're an entrepreneur and you're building a project, you're doing all that kind of thing, it's very easy to go into like just keep going. I gotta keep building, I gotta keep making more things, I gotta keep going, I gotta keep this business moving. You really need to know when enough is enough as well with it. When's there a time for you to go, okay, I've built enough that I've needed to build right now, I'm just going to focus on me. But find that balance and give back. It's a really big thing, you got to keep giving back. And I think this author card here, interesting, yeah, strength. Yeah, definitely with this leadership thing that you're focusing on here too, stepping up with that, it's definitely going to have find that inner strength, and you're going to do that when you go within and heal. With this author card here, generally it means like, you want to write a book, you want to use your words and you want to write them down, and it's like a publication. So it could be in any form of writing is what I'm saying there. But I think with this it's reminding you that you are the author of your own story. You choose where you want to be and you write your own book. So with what you're building right now, this is why they've got this too, because you are seeing some real success here. I said this last week as well. You got to remember why you're doing it. You really got to remember why you're building this. And if you're getting caught up in materialistic things, you've forgotten. You've forgotten why you've wanted to do this. If you're getting caught up in, buying the next Porsche or buying another house or buying a $5 million home when you really don't need it, even though it's really nice to have, if you're getting caught up in just taking, just spending your money and not giving back and just hoarding it all for yourself, you've forgotten why you're doing this, because this intention that you have for this business has to be settled into solid ground to actually build it to last. What I was saying last week, if you're going to build anything to last for a long time, it has to be on a firm foundation of belief. Belief is so strong, and it's really, when you're forgetting, you come back to your intention and come back to your belief, why you wanted to build this, why you wanted to do this project in the first place, and that's going to keep you going, and that's going to keep it instead, and that's what's going to keep it in line with you. So think with what you're building right now, think that this is just a warning. It's not like, that's what I said, it's a tinge, it's a warning for you guys. Because now that you're really starting to see some success in it, and you're starting to see some real value coming back to you, It's just to remember when you're doing this, not to get caught up in the materialistic and just find that balance. So to do that, it's like I said, you're going to heal. You got to go within. It could be meditation, could be yoga. This is what I like to do. It could be going for long walks. It could be like anything that relaxes you and anything that gets you in touch with you, and so you can hear them and actually be able to be reciprocal. I think that's the right word, to them, so you can actually hear them. You need to find ways to just connect back to you, and also remember why you're doing this. Remember why, as that will always align yourself back to yourself and to your business. Because it's like what I said last week. If your inner world is peaceful, is blissful, is taken care of, your outer world is going to reflect that. Whereas if you have chaos within, you have chaos without, with in the external circumstances. So as strong as you are is as strong as your business is. With this 8 of water here, I feel like with this it's just another message here, just to going within, just healing. Like there is a desire there for you to move on from something, but I think it's actually, oh yeah, we got this card before, awakening. We've definitely had a big awakening here, and I think that's why I've seen the success. We've gone through a bit of a, I don't want to say rough time. It's like it has been rough. Whatever we've learned, it's been rough. Has been an awakening, but it has been really a healing time for us. We're going through a massive healing time and going within. And I think with this is just highlighting that you have really grown massively. There's been massive spiritual and emotional growth here. So don't think it's just like, oh my God, I've stuffed it up again. No, it's nothing to do with that. There has been some massive growth with you. This is just a little warning here, not to get caught up in that, and just to keep the balance. Because if you're tired right now, you're exhausted right now, if you're feeling really drained, this is why we've got this here. You need to go within and you need to find that balance again, because even though you've seen all the success and you want more, you want more, you need to go, okay, when is enough? When is it? So you got to answer that question for yourself. But there is a massive growth period within you guys. But remember to stand up for yourself. And I think that's a lot to do with being the author. So remember why you're doing it. What is your intention? Be strong, but also don't get caught up in ego. Find your balance. So I hope that has helped you guys for this upcoming week. If you like my readings, please subscribe to my channel and share my videos around. I love doing them. It's something I look forward to every week, and I hope I've been helping you. So feel free to comment below anything you're experiencing right now with during your week and all that. This has resonated with you. Please comment, like the video, but I'd love to hear back from you guys. So thank you so much for supporting me along my journey, and enjoy the week.